Good evening, Cena streamers, and welcome to All Saints Wake 2025 in Final Fantasy XIV. If you're here, you're going to be along for my full event playthrough, where we talk to every NPC as much as possible, check out the environment, and see what secrets there may be to unearth. This particular year, as with most years, All Saints Wake takes place in Old Gridania over at the Khetto Amphitheatre. So we are currently stood outside with our very, very handy-dandy information dispensing NPC who we will be speaking with momentarily. The Continental Circus Publicist. Hello, ma'am.
Hello there, Pumpkin. Enjoying the festivities, I hope. If there's anything you'd like to know, just ask away.
Tell me about the Continental Circus.
As our name suggests, we're a troupe of entertainers who travel the length and breadth of the land. Our mission? Turning frowns upside down. This time of the year typically finds us in Eorzea to help the people celebrate All Saints Wake. We've prepared all manner of exciting events that will delight even as they affright you. Why not cast aside the daily grind of adventuring a while and join in the festivities?
Oh, I will. But first, tell me about All Saints Wake.
Legend has it that once a year, the 12 honor the saints by hosting a lavish feast in the heavens. While the saints are away, however, the realm is bereft of their divine protection, and creatures of darkness come out in droves. Fearing for their lives, the people took to shutting themselves inside their homes. Those who had no choice but to venture outside disguised themselves as fiends, in hopes that they would go unnoticed by the real ones. Frightening business, isn't it? But that's all in the past now, for these days we have valorous adventurers like you to keep our cities safe when the saints are away. Having no more reason to be afraid, the people went and turned All Saints Wake into a fun celebration. A truly delightful state of affairs.
And that's what we get from her. So if you have been playing for a while, the Continental Circus used to be a main feature in All Saints Wake activities. For the past couple of years, we haven't really seen them. We have seen the pumpkin-headed apparition, our quest-giving lady over there. But this might be some people's first time experiencing the Continental Circus and their ringleader, shall I say. And this quest dialogue does reflect that potential of not having encountered them before. We'll go over that in just a little bit. First, let's talk to the Shady Smock, our Continental Circus vendor. Hello, my dear. The prizes for this All Saints Wake most raucous revelers aren't ready just yet, but you can soak in the haunting atmosphere while you wait. So we can't actually buy anything from her just yet. We can come back to her later, and she'll have one or two goodies for us. For now, she's simply tantalizing people to come into the theater and join in the event. Before we talk to the quest, we have one more NPC, the Genial Geyser. A league of traveling performers has reserved the masquerade venue as their own this All Saints Wake. If it is an invitation you seek, look no further than my pumpkin-headed acquaintance on stage. So this fella is our gatekeeper to get to one of the All Saints Wake venues, which will factor in for us. As a regular disclosure, I do this event on my alts as well, so I have done it before so that I could get some information about the different dialogue options. But Naya here gets a unique one. Frights of Fancy. The pumpkin-headed apparition proffers out her hand in invitation. This quest is available for a limited time only.
We meet again, adventurer. Enjoying the festivities, I trust. While the saints are away, a well-known theatre troupe has stopped in Gridania to play. They host a grand masquerade in the old manor, that they might sate their hunger for merriment. Recall now, my friend, the Continental Circus, for they have returned to revel in the bone-chilling night of All Saints Wake.
So, Naya has done many All Saints Wakes before. She's familiar with both the pumpkin-headed apparition and the Continental Circus. So her specific little introduction here had 2 bits of dialogue that may be different from somebody who was doing it for the first time ever this year. Her introduction recognized Naya as familiar, and this line, "Recall now, my friend," is also a nod to the fact that Naya has in fact encountered the Continental Circus before. If you have perchance looked at a wiki for dialogue options, some of them are incorrectly attributing this to just having done the event at all before, but it is pulling from a specific past event. A specific one. Not having done it at all, but a specific one. Sorry to burst that little bubble, but that makes for 3 total combinations of dialogue that you could have in this opening sequence alone. Because if it's your first time, then you get unfamiliar. If it's your repeat time, but you haven't seen the Continental Circus before, you'll get familiar, unfamiliar. And then if you're like Naya here, you get the double familiar. Ta-da!
Their ghoulish gala is the talk of the town, and knowing the troops' appetite for mischief as I do, I sense what lies in store. I implore you to view the spectacle for yourself. You need only speak with the Genial Geyser. He shall guide your steps to the haunted manor.
And so our way open is through the Genial Geyser, who we will speak with in just a moment.
The children of the Continental Circus may appear to you as ordinary performers, yet they are far from it. All shall be revealed in due time.
Which is a silly line for her to say there, because Naya does in fact know the truth. Come one, come all, to the Continental Circus's grand masquerade. Shall I guide you to the festivities, good madam? You may, thank you. And here we are in the Haunted Manor. This is a returning space for the event. It is in fact Haukke Manor, decked out in all manner of lovely seasonal decor. There are so many spaces, all with little environmental storytelling and wonderful photo ops. But we are here to speak with this man. Actually, we're here to investigate upstairs really fast. Just really fast. I want to see if anyone else is up here before the quest starts. Ah, they are not. Very well. We will do his bid. We will speak with Impresario. Hello, my good, not at all void-sent sir. Wink. I bid you welcome, dear guest. It is our honor to host you. The overly inquisitive adventurer from seasons past. It has been quite some time. Not that adventurers are unwelcome, mind. I harbor no ill will against them whatsoever. Now, tell me, what brings you to our manor of happy horrors? So, this here is, of course, an introduction that depends on whether or not you've ever met Impresario again. Naya has, and so he recognized us. If you have not encountered him before, he'll have a slightly different response to you. I'm not going to cover that in this particular video, but first-timers will have that experience. Now these options, if you're a first-timer seeing Impresario, you won't have 3 options, you'll only have 2. So let's go through the 2 that a first-time Continental Circus experiencer will have. If you respond, the masquerade, of course. Dink. Then you'll get him to say, are you now? Then I ask you, forgive me my initial scrutiny. Past experiences have made me rather wary of adventurers, let us say. But you could also say, call him out on his reaction to you. A suspicious introduction for one who claims to harbor no ill will. And if you choose that option, he will respond to you, "That is not my intention, I assure you. Alas, past experiences have made me rather wary of adventurers, let us say." So he mostly says the same thing, but still a little different flavor. And if you happen to be in the position of Naya's, where you are familiar with the event and the Continental Circus, then you get option number 3. Not scheming up more plans for the Night of Devilry, are you? Certainly not. This All Saints' Wake, I would prefer not to be on the receiving end of your guild's incorrigible investigations. But I tire of shadowy schemes and the accusations that often follow, so I shall lay bare our secret as a gesture of good faith. However, you must swear never to share it with others what I reveal. Though we of the Continental Circus disguise ourselves as mortal men and women, we are in truth a troop of otherworldly creatures. For some of us, our monstrous costumes are, in fact, our true form. Were my own glamour dispelled, you would see me as I truly am, an imp. Not so long ago, our ultimate goal was to drown this realm in blackest night and usher in a long-coveted legend among my kind. The Night of Devilry, where our leader, the Great Gourd, would rise again and strike terror into the hearts of men. But, as a few Void-Sent compatriots have recently taught us, there lies a reward even sweeter than mortal fear, one that fills our hearts and satiates our souls. Gratitude! One taste, they said, and we would be unable to deny the fulfillment it brought us. Thus the circus abandons its malevolent ambitions to pursue honeyed words of appreciation instead. When glorious autumn twilight reigns supreme across this realm, mortal and Void-Sent must join hands in harmony, and carouse to their heart's content in doing so. All shall know unforgettable thrills and chills beyond comprehension. Our masquerade is proof of this desire. Listen well, and you too shall hear our guests cry out in splendor. Please, make it stop! Well, I'm scared. I want my mummy. So about that splendor. Why, that's not splendorous at all. Please, you must believe me, we have no intention of affrighting our guests. At least, not like this. Everyone swore a solemn oath to entertain. How has it come to this? You got a better explanation? Oh, you needn't glare those daggers at me. I haven't the foggiest as to what has transpired. But perhaps you might use your skills of inquiry to our benefit. I beseech you, adventurer, survey the manor and discover what has brought our patrons such distress, starting with the second floor. I shall remain here to oversee affairs. Of course you will. Once you have identified the cause of this chaos, you must inform me with all due haste. Should fell rumors begin to spread, I fear the Adventurers Guild's suspicions will soon follow. Oh, they sure will. You may now use mounts within the Haunted Manor. So that's a fun new development. What else do you have to say for me, Impresario? I shall do my utmost to salvage this sordid situation from here. Please, investigate the manor in my stead and find out what is going on. Very well, and we were instructed to go upstairs first, and so we shall. Hello, mucose mummer. You weren't here before. What's this about? Are you making people scream?
Silence! Silence, I say! You must go away. Where we go, chaos and devilry follow. Remain here, and in chaos you shall wallow.
This performer is too absorbed in their mischief to listen to what you have to say. Are you sure?
Chaos! All shall fall into chaos, I say, and you must not stand in my way.
Lovely. Wonderful. Thanks so much. Oh, I really should have... Perfect.
Woo!
Petrified patron. Hello, sir.
Hungry puddings down the hall, armed zombie jesters down the stairs. They didn't tell me this masquerade would have me running for my life.
Your life, huh?
This isn't what I signed up for. They said this masquerade was going to be fun.
So he's having a bad time. Now I get to go to the first floor, and I'm too good for stairs, so we're gonna go down this hole. Sweet. A skittish acrobat. Are you the violent zombie I was warned about?
Next, I could gouge out some eyeballs. Maybe even gobble up a few fresh organs while I'm at it.
This performer is so absorbed in his own machinations that he hasn't noticed you. My good sir.
Now that I think on it, I can't gouge any eyes in this glamour. But perhaps I could dispel it for a fleeting moment while no one's looking.
Don't do that. The magic pot. Oh, I had a thought about this. I don't think it would make any difference, but give me an elixir is something that these guys say. And I was curious that if you showed up here with an elixir, would it respond? Alas, of all the items in my pockets, elixirs are not one.
Give me an elixir. No elixir? Then no treats for you.
This performer is too absorbed in their mischief to listen to what you have to say. What else?
Give me an elixir. And some candy, too.
Wonderful, wonderful. And in here, a confused child.
Excuse me, miss. Have you seen any elixirs around here? That creature in the pot won't stop asking for one, but they cost more than my allowance can afford.
That's true.
There must be an elixir here somewhere. If I give one to the creature in the pot, do you suppose it'll give me treats in return?
That is typically the exchange for this time of year, isn't it? Alas. We've one petrified and one confused patron, and 3 very overeager performers. Hello, Impresario. Your crew is a bit overeager. The intrepid adventurer returns. How fared the others? They're overeager. Despite our newfound mission, we do still take great pleasure in mortals' fits of fright. I suspect they have forgotten themselves and prioritize their own enjoyment over that of our guests. I do empathize with their plight, and they've yet to cause any lasting harm. Mayhap it would be best to indulge them this once, and allow them their fun. I jest, of course. We cannot allow my brethren's antics to go unchecked. But if they will not listen to the reprimands of a kindly adventurer, I can hardly imagine they would heed mine.
At an impasse, are we? Return to me, child, and I shall offer my aid.
Is something amiss? It seems that Impresario cannot hear the voice of the pumpkin-headed apparition, but you sense it would be wise to heed her advice and return to Gridania. Just a quick parting word first. Has that mortal mind of yours contrived any reasonable solutions? We cannot afford to let the rest of the troupe have their way for much longer. I dare say our patrons will soon reach their limits. For now, I shall continue to watch over matters here and consider our options. Let me see. I doubt that the rest have anything new to say, but I want to go check real quick anyway. Are you still talking about chaos? They sure are. Okay, so they all have the same secondary line until we progress, it looks like. Good to know. And now we're back in Old Gridania. Can we talk to the vendor yet? I don't think so. Nope. Alright. Hello, pumpkin-headed apparition.
You are returned. The children of the circus are a fascinating bunch, are they not? Their antics never fail to amuse me. But while their intentions are pure, we must calm those who have lost themselves in feats of fear. I believe I can conjure something that will do just that. I shall begin the preparations. For your part, I would ask you to procure a few necessary ingredients. I require All Saints cookies and a decorative pumpkin. The shady Smock over yonder is like to have a few cookies to spare. As for the pumpkin, the Botanists Guild possesses a pumpkin patch for our needs. Seek out the Great Gourd Keep. He will be happy to oblige you.
Will he now?
Remember this well. I require All Saints cookies and a decorative pumpkin. The shady Smock by the gates is in possession of spare cookies, while the pumpkins grow in the fields of the Botanists Guild.
So we have our two tasks, and one is right here. Sorry, dearie, we're not selling at the moment. Here on behalf of the Pumpkinhead, you say? Well, if it's for her, I suppose I could make an exception, but you'd best keep it a secret from our other guests.
There you go, 1 bag of freshly baked All Saints cookies. Send the Pumpkinhead my regards, won't you?
Can do. But, I owe your pumpkin-headed friend a bit of a debt, you see. Wouldn't want to go too long without repaying it. But that's another secret I'd rather you keep to yourself. Wonderful. Consider my lips sealed. You don't even have a name. I couldn't tattle on you if I wanted. And then our next stop is over in the Botanists Guild, the Great Growery. Hello, Gourdkeep. Your finest decorative pumpkin. In need of a decorative pumpkin, are you? Well, you're in luck. I've got a plump and round one here, freshly carved no less. We of the Botanists Guild take great pride in our pumpkins, and are glad to share them with one and all. They make for sweet treats and charming decorations this time of year. I do hope you'll make good use of yours. We'll see. We decorate the city-states with pumpkins this time of year to honor the Great Gourd, the patron spirit of All Saints' Wake. The carved faces are modeled after its depiction in legend, and it has long been a staple of the season. Modeled after its depiction in legend. We love pumpkins. That is both ingredients acquired, so now we get to hand them in. Hello, lovely.
Have you gathered the ingredients?
I have. Here you go.
Excellent, excellent. These will make for a most magnificent result. Now, I shall concoct a creation that will strike terror into the hearts of naughty children who have forgotten their purpose, and joy into the hearts of weeping mortals.
Both, huh? Dressed to Impresario, the second quest for the seasonal event, with our reward, Ambulario, which is a mount that we will look at a little later. The pumpkin-headed apparition appears ready to put her plans into action. This quest is available for a limited time only.
Now, let us put an end to the Continental Circus's cruel tricks, shall we? With the materials you have gathered, I shall prepare the solution we require. But all good things take time. I suggest you return to the manor and inform the Impresario of our plan. All shall be made clear soon enough.
Anything else I should know?
Those who play their tricks with ill intentions cannot be left to their own devices. Joy is meant to be shared, not hoarded. A lesson all naughty children must learn.
To the manor! I am told there is a situation occurring at our masquerade, but I have faith that you will solve it. Shall I guide you to the manor? You shall. Thank you very much. Alright, I'm gonna once more. Don't mind me, Impresario. I'll be right back. Okay, he's still here. How we doing? Okay, same exact line. Just I had to be sure. I had to check. What am I if not thorough? Or at least I try to be. Alright, Impresario. We're about to get a gift. Welcome back. I regret to report the circumstances remain unchanged here in the manor. Have you any new ideas to share? The pumpkin-headed lady will be helping us out here in a minute. Concocted a creation, you say? Of what kind? Apologies for the wait. My master proudly presents a ghoulish gift for our dear Impresario. My word, this doll is in the spitting image of me. 'Tis no ordinary doll, I assure you. You may operate it by riding atop its head. And that's not all. Take control, and you shall have a bevy of illusory spells at your disposal. These illusory spells are based on the materials our adventurer friend so kindly provided us. Delectable delights for the worthy, and a haunting trick for those undeserving of treats. I see. A solution to mollify both parties. Might I leave the operation of this magic doll to you, adventurer? In this mortal glamour, I doubt I'd be able to maneuver it as well as you. Sure. Sounds fun anyway. You could sit here and do nothing. Once you have shown them the error of their ways, order them to return to me, and I shall re-educate them on the parts they must play here. Our guests also deserve recompense for their prior treatment. I ask that you send them to me as well, that I might offer them sweets in apology. I cannot bear to end their All Saints' wake on a dour note. Understood. So your plans are made, yes. Then I shall return to my master. I wish you happy frightening and delighting. Lovely, lovely and wonderful. Look, they're twins. Can't even tell them apart, truly.
Well then, I suppose all that's left for you to do is operate this mechanical me. I suggest you begin by marching it right up to the second floor and calming the commotion above. And remember, my fellow performers should be convinced to return with Pumpkin's trick. I ask that you reserve the treats for our guests. Mustn't give them more undue fright. Should you find yourself separated from our pumpkin friend, simply return to me and you may hop on its head once more. Now, then, off you go.
Off I go indeed. Now, before I go, let's see what he says if I abandon.
Ah, there you are. Our clockwork companion has been awaiting your return. Now, off with you go, and remember, tricks for the performers, treats for our guests.
Lovely. Alright. I'm going to deliberately ignore what you've told me, because I want to hear everything that everyone has to say. So when they say tricks and treats, what does that mean? Well, that means that these lovely little mount actions we've got do different things. We have the Trickster's Treat, which is candy, and we have the Treater's Trick, which is pumpkins. And we've been told no treats for the bad, naughty performers. But I'm gonna give them treats anyway.
Ah! How dare you! How dare you get in my way! I don't need treats! I'll make you pay!
You appear to have used the wrong spell. You must use the Treater's Trick ability on the Continental Circus members. Now, shush shush, I'm doing it on purpose.
No! 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 Impresario, no! I've been good all this time! It's not what you think! I've done no crime! Oh dear! The Impresario isn't happy with us! Then I'll hurry to him, lest I cause for the fuss.
Off you get. Now, even though this man is clearly having a bad day, I'm about to drop pumpkins on his head. Terribly sorry. There's candy after, though, I promise. It'll be fine. Hello, sir. Pumpkins?
Ha ha ha! What now? You're the ringleader of the Continental Circus, aren't you? Please, have mercy! The heart can't take any more of this.
Alright, here. Your candy, sir.
What more could you possibly... Magic candy? Was that your doing? They're offering cookies and candy as an apology, you say? Gods, I deserve a treat after all this. I'll be on my way then.
Not too quickly, though, clearly. Second floor done. First floor. Whee! Oh, you. Would you like some candy? Do you like candy? I don't know. Eyeballs seem more your thing, but here's some candy.
What is that?
Oh, you're no guest. It's kind of you to offer me a treat, but I must abstain, and, please refrain from touching any nearby weaponry.
Pumpkin time!
Ah! The hells was that for? Strange. It felt as though the Impresario was slapping me across the head, but it did not hurt. Has he conjured up some new illusion? You say he's summoning me, the whole troop, to the front of the manor for a talking to. Now that you mention it, I have been a bit overzealous about frightening our clientele. I'll hurry back right away.
Off you go, off you go. Lovely, lovely. Next up, candy for the magic pot. Magic pot! How do you feel about candy?
What? What is it? Oh, sweet, sweet candy. Give me candy. Give me more.
No, pumpkin time.
Oh no! The Impresario's magics! Gone already? Ah, no more magics for me. What? He summons us to the foyer? Yes. Ha ha ha! Yes! Then to the Impresario I shall go.
Goodbye. I know you're confused, but here's some pumpkins.
Oh? What strange pumpkins? But I mustn't get distracted. I still need to find that elixir.
No elixir.
It's raining candy? Oh, there it goes. They're giving away free treats. Hooray! Then I'll march right up to that Impresario and tell him to gimme candy.
Just like the pot. Very well. You've learned well. Now I could speak with Impresario. But first... Hello, little troop of troublemakers.
I dedicated myself too fiercely to my role, and forgot the oath I made to the Impresario. How shameful of me. Oh, the Impresario, did he roll with rage? This bump on my head's going to last a whole age. Give me an elixir, and candy too. Give me enough candy for everyone.
Now that's the spirit. I owe you a great debt, adventurer. With your aid, I was able to give these members of the troop a good scolding. While a few frights are necessary to amplify the delights we provide, we must never allow the former to overshadow the latter. It is our solemn duty to provide the small folk with a memorable All Saints' Wake experience.
We felt the very same, Impresario, even though the adventurers always came for us. Even though we knew what it was like to be punished and scared in years past, we lost ourselves, striking fear into the hearts of those who didn't deserve it. Chaos is good for us, but not for them. We must bring smiles to their faces again. Here, here! Less chaos! More treats and smiles!
Okay, these two options do have slightly different responses from our little troublesome troop members. So, if you choose undue chaos will be promptly punished, then you get a response from the Mucose Mummer.
No more punishments, please! We'll remain good hosts, so be at ease.
I love the fact that thing speaks in rhymes. It's really great. But Naya has been through this quite a few times before. She's familiar with the pumpkin-headed apparition, and she's gonna be way more chill. Then let's enjoy All Saints' Wake, hand in hand.
Indeed, and we shall do our part with a performance worthy of the season.
Clap, clap. All right, my fellow thespians. It's time we greeted our guests with good cheer. Return to your places and give them all the masquerade they deserve. With that settled, I believe I should be able to handle the troop from here on out. I cannot thank you enough for your assistance, adventurer. Ah, and before I forget, is the one who crafted that mechanical masterpiece an acquaintance of yours? If at all possible, I'd like to express my thanks to them as well. It's none other than the pumpkin-headed lady. A woman sporting a white pumpkin head. That sounds awfully like the legendary Great Gourd, who would command the Voidsent forces on the Night of Devilry. Ha ha, but I jest. Legends are precisely that. Tall tales and no more. Allow me that joke, at least. In any event, you mentioned she awaited your return at Khetto's Amphitheatre, did you not? Pray, allow me to join you. I should very much like to meet this pumpkin-headed acquaintance of yours. By all means. Now before I go check in with our two pumpkin-headed pals, are our troop members back at it? No. They've evaporated. They're gone. At least our Mucos member is. Which, presumably, they went back to their spots. So simply means no more for me.
Daylight.
How we feelin', pumpkin-headed apparition?
'Tis a pleasure to finally meet the famed Impresario.
So, this is the one you spoke of. She does exude a legendary sort of aura. If you were to tell me she was the Great Gourd, I'd certainly believe it. But of course, that's simply not possible.
All's well that ends well, I see. Was my clockwork creation of assistance?
Indeed it was. My brethren have remembered their duty to entertain, and I dare say our guests shall be the merrier for it.
That is well. I trust you will continue to give this city's mortal residents an exhilarating All Saints' Wake experience. Trust me, it's lots of fun in the manor. Let's all go.
You're sure those scary monsters won't eat me up?
They might give you a bit of a fright, but it's all in good fun. They're giving away lots of treats, too. Okay. Well, if you say so. But you have to promise you'll stay with us the whole time. Of course. I wouldn't leave you two behind. Come on then, let's go.
Yes, all is well. Those children's smiles are proof of it. How strange. I feel as though I'm truly enjoying All Saints' Wake for the first time. It's rather refreshing, actually. I shall continue to put forth my best effort, that the Continental Circus's name might be known in every corner of the realm. But, for the present, my duties call me to the manor. Thus do I ask of you, adventurer, to spread word of our deeds, and speak of us fondly in your travels. That clockwork creature you possess is a reflection of myself, and of my troop as well. Use it with pride, and perhaps others will want to know more of us in so doing.
A sound plan. Yours is the face of the Continental Circus, after all.
Ah. Leave it to me, or as long as your mischief-making days are over. We know they're gonna get up to some mischief. That's just part of the deal, so leave it to me. Also, there is no deviation in response here. This is purely player flavor. One day, perhaps tales of my troop will overshadow even those of the Great Gourd. But until then, I shall continue my work, to convey to the realm all that the Wake can offer. Now then, 'tis time I returned. As you well know, I cannot leave those scoundrels without their ringleader for too long.
we shall be performing at the manor for the remainder of the season. Should you wish to join in our festivities, you are welcome to visit as often as you please.
In that case, I too shall open my haunted home to you, adventurer. Join me in my gardens, if you dare. Simply speak with my servant, and he shall guide you to my abode. You may entertain yourself there for as long as you wish.
The season of devilry and revelry lingers yet, and we shall thrive upon it. May you carouse to your heart's content this All Saints' Wake.
And there's our prize. We get the Ambulario. This automaton, designed in the likeness of the Impresario, stands ready to bear you forth in the delightfully fiendish spirit of All Saints' Wake. You now have access to Sneaky Hollow. Speak with the unusual usher at Khetto's Amphitheatre to be escorted to the costume party. Furthermore, the Shady Smock and her associates are now open for business. So that is the end of the quest proper, but we are not done. First of all, we're gonna redeem our lovely little Ambulario new mount. Early on in the list, that's convenient. Designed in the fiendish likeness of the Impresario, the leader of the Continental Circus, this automaton incorporates an enchantment which allows it to weave festive glamours. Its head also produces a satisfying, sonorous bonk when struck, for a more mundane sort of amusement.
Hello there, Pumpkin. Enjoying the festivities, I hope.
Oh, that's not the pumpkin-headed apparition. That's a quote of the Continental Circus Publicist, who we spoke to at the beginning. So, we can now speak with the Shady Smock and see what goods are on offer. And this year we have the return of the Pumpkin Prisms, which is a very cheap confetti that does something very silly. I do, in fact, have quite a bit stored away, just none on my person at present. And a new poster for housing. I'll go ahead and pick one of those up. So what does this confetti do? Well, you'll never believe it, but the Magic Prism Pumpkin gives you a pumpkin head! And bats. Which is very fun and silly. Once again, excellent for silly cheapos and social activities in the game. Stock up if you're so inclined. They are only available for a limited time. Now, before we go anywhere else, I spy with my adventuring eye NPCs.
Kami be praised, the Continental Circus has returned.
So this is a Lupin character who did in fact make an appearance in a previous All Saints Wake event. If I remember correctly, this Lupin character is from the last time that the Continental Circus featured in All Saints Wake for us. So it is very fun to see him again. Over here, we have two people.
Costumed mummers everywhere. Why, I fit right in. Pumpkin heads might be just the stylish addition my wardrobe requires.
Perhaps I should don a pumpkin head on my own.
Oh, of my own. So this is a custom deliveries NPC by the name of Adkiragh, which you can unlock in Stormblood. And this Lalafell down here, I actually genuinely do not remember. So if I successfully research who this Lalafell is, that information will be in the description below. I will not waste further time though, because there are more NPCs to find, like this fella. I'd best keep an eye on those fiends. This is our Adventurer Guild Investigator from previous years. He has appeared multiple times, always investigating the Continental Circus, because even prior to them telling us their secret about being void sent, this guy always suspected. Who else do we have out here? We have actual characters we can speak with, and these are Dawn Trail ones. So if you haven't completed Dawn Trail, you won't see most of these NPCs. These ones that can actually be clicked on and spoken with. So these are from Dawn Trail role quests. So we have Setolja and Kakulja here.
Naya, why did you not mention this festival when we were traveling together? Yes, we did have far more pressing concerns at the time, but still, the pumpkin decorations are also utterly charming. In any event, I'm glad I managed to find you here. Kakulja has been released, as you can see. Once the festivities have concluded, he and I plan to travel home together. He did promise to visit my village first, after all.
Which is true, and it's really cute. How do you feel, Kakulja?
It has been some time, Naya. When I wrote to Setolja of my release, she was eager to cross the salt once more and find me. In the end, we decided to meet here in Gridania. Though I've spent some time in Eorzea, I've had few chances to participate in your festivals. Setolja, at least, seems to be enjoying it all. So I can't ask for much more than that.
He's just happy to be out and about, chilling. And over here we have 2 from the quest. To see our pumpkins decorate Gridania is quite the honor. Our tireless efforts bore fruit. Or gourds, I suppose. These are 2 of Gridania's botanists responsible for the many, many pumpkins around everywhere you see them. Everywhere. The 3 main cities, the residential districts, all of them. Then we get to go inside, and we have even more NPCs! Yahoo! Yippee! Once again, though, they are Dawn Trail role quest NPCs. So here we have Loshkana and Quiki. Oh, I'm so pleased to see you, Naya. I hope you've been enjoying the festivities. I've never seen so many pumpkins in one place before. In fact, I may have thoughtlessly brandished my spirited giant pumpkin-headed doll a while ago. He wasn't even causing trouble, so I felt awful about it. Elaret and Kokonoa's mammoths still have a hold on me, it seems.
Good to see you, Naya. The city truly lives in harmony with nature, no? It reminds me so much of my own village that I can't help but feel at home here. I've not witnessed a celebration like this before, what with all these monstrous decorations scattered about. I assume they're not meant for target practice, correct?
So Quiki's here. She's got her glasses so she can actually aim and see things. Lovely and wonderful. And then our final... Is it our final? Nope, there's one more. Our semi-final role quest NPC, Tepeki.
With the Unbound taken care of, I thought it ideal to roam around Eorzea with the others. We hadn't realized there would be a celebration taking place, so you can imagine our surprise when we arrived. I've heard they're hosting a masquerade inside a haunted manor, so I'd like to experience it for myself. I'm certain my parents would be thrilled to hear of my adventures there as well.
Oops, did I interrupt you? No, okay, that was the end. Then we have our 2 gatekeeping NPCs, our unusual usher for the pumpkin-headed apparition's house and the genial geyser to take you to the haunted manor once again. But we're not done yet. We have 2 more people to speak with, Tentoa and Lozanique. My village's leader ordered me to travel here and learn more of the celebrations you hold in Eorzea. Rather intriguing things, all told. When I return home, we'll have our own rites and such to keep busy with. But until then, I plan to make the most of this All Saints' Wake of yours.
It is important to set aside your duties as you travel, that you might observe the sights and sounds of distant lands more keenly. So our leaders told us, though I suspect Tentoa has paid it little mind.
Ah! Speaking of interrupting.
My own worries aside, we've never had the opportunity to travel together, so this has been a lovely experience for us both. I wonder if I should try the rumored transformation magic here for myself.
So they're all here. They've got a little bit of flavor for themselves post-events of the role quests, and a little bit reflecting on visiting new lands, which is very, very sweet and cool. And there's nobody else out here to speak with. So we're gonna poke in really quick to
Sneaky Hollow. Should you wish to visit my master's residence, it would be my pleasure to escort you.
Yes, please. And as in previous years, this is a social G-pose type space. It is very well decorated with multiple beautiful photo op locations for you to pose pretty and go into G-pose to get screenshots. And if you explore around, there are quite a few little NPCs with silly little pop-up text for you to explore and encounter, including, look, oh my, we have a guest. Naya may or may not be dressed up as a succubus this year. May or may not. Not sure. Can't quite tell. It's not possible to directly dress up as a succubus, but I don't know. I think she got the vibe pretty well. We're not allowed to have bare feet, so we had to improvise. And in terms of active things to do that aren't hanging around and getting great pictures, we have the pumpkin-headed apparition we could speak with.
You wish to have words. Very well. What would you know?
And you can ask her to tell her about this place, or herself, or ask her what it is she does exactly. What is this place?
Is your memory as fleeting as your lifespan, child? As I told you before, this is my home. You are welcome to come and go as you please.
And you are?
You need ask. My head is not merely for show. I am the Archfiend, feared and revered since time immemorial, the Great Gourd, who once led legions of darkness. Is in fact merely a title held by those in my coven. Each generation, the knowledge to control denizens of the void is passed down alongside the appellation.
And what do you do?
I watch. My ancestors once bound the void sent to their will as a means to wage war, and caused irreparable harm to the world in so doing. Remorseful for their actions, they swore to never be complicit in such a tragedy again. We have watched ever since. Our goal is not to harm the minions of darkness, but to educate them, show them that peace is an option. But I have spoken enough. I had not realized entertaining a guest could be quite so thrilling.
And then we have an unsavory imp. Just one.
Up to something. Me, never. I am but a fun-loving imp here to help my fellow revelers enjoy the wake. And I can fashion you a very convincing guise for the masquerade. All I need is for you to recall a journey unforgettable. Traverse your memories and tell me what, or perhaps who, you see.
Oh, this interface is new. Okay, this is great, because previous times there were multiple imps that each had their own menu. Now we have... Oh my gosh, hold on. Is that the GUISER'S Grimoire? Cute name. A little difficult to read. Kinda small. So we have ARR, A Realm Reborn, Heavensward, Stormblood, Shadowbringers, Endwalker, and Dawntrail. So as you progress, you will have different options available. And each category... Oh, that's so good! It gives you the description and a silhouette off to the side. Oh, that's so charming. And I didn't just say that because they're describing Nanamo. A charming and compassionate Lullifellin lady of noble birth. A courageous and clever Garlean man, admired by many. Okay, Sid. A wry and ambitious Garlean man who hates to be outdone. That there's Nero. A talented Lullifellin technician with a soft spot for a certain coin keeper. A wedge. A Ruganin man who escaped the Empire with his diminutive brother in tools. And that's Biggs. An eccentric Mikote man, crimson of both hair and eye. Ah, Graha. A compassionate Huron woman who leads a secret organization. Hymenophilia. Wait, hold on. Formidable Rugged man recognized for his tactical brilliance. That there is Treatin, even though technically this description also suits Raban. A stunning Mikote woman famed as a peerless strongstress. That's our good Flamin. The silhouette for him, no! Oh, a Huron gentleman with an irrepressibly inquisitive nature. That's our man Hildebrand right there. I don't know if this shows up if you haven't done the quests. That would be funny if it does, regardless if you've done his quests or not, but the way they put the silhouette of him stuck in the ground. A loyal Mikote woman who assists a gentleman inspector. That's Nashu. Very well. What else we got? A Huron man who is known as Eorzea's most fearsome goldsmith. Godbert. An eager Lalafellan woman who is the coinkeeper of a secret organization. There's our Tataru. And a Huron man who began life anew in a realm reborn. That's our OG meteor. Or Ardbert. Could just be Ardbert, but default warrior of light. Heavensward. I'm not going to read all of these just in case, because this is a long list and some might be spoilers, although I am an endgame player and that's usually kind of rolled into Naya doing any event. I love the inclusion of the the silhouettes. It's so nice. Oh, we've got some of the Alliance raid NPCs in here. Nice. A Huron man who turned his gaze heavensward. Huron? I see. I understand. That's another, that's a meteor, but it's in his dragoon armor from the trailer. I see. Fond of gossip and hearsay. Is that a Manolin? Probably. A Lalafellan woman with a knack for machines that soar the skies. That's oh, I forget her name. She's from the mock raids. Same as the hardy Huron woman and the daring Huron man. Proud Elizin. Unmatched in the art of the lance. Hi, Estanian. You know, what's funny is that silhouette is not his heavensward appearance. A robed Lalafellan woman of the intellectual persuasion. Hi, Cryo! Okay, I said I wasn't gonna do that, but oh man. This interface is so good! Ooh, what's this mean? Interesting, okay. We got little pumpkin icons next to a few of them. Did these have some? Interesting. Oh, it's got a little ghost to indicate which category you have selected. Oh my gosh. So these three are from the Stormblood Alliance raid. So perhaps they only show up if you've completed it? But then I'm curious why only that one is getting that treatment. Or maybe they're marked because they're new? I do not know. Because this one is not from an Alliance raid. This is Runar. And Walker. This is from the Alliance raids, but this one is from the patch content, patch MSQ. And there's 4, just 4 for Dawn Trail. We've got, yep. Magic Brush, Kryl 2. And Viper meteor. Okay. Does that mean new? Is that all that means? So, nothing new in A Realm Reborn or Heavensward. Stormblood, we do have these ones that are new. Inspired to take up the arms of his Alamegan allies. Is that Huron? Hold on, we're gonna see who that is. Who am? Oh, okay, I understand. It's the Warrior of Light. But he got 2 jobs in the preview trailer for Stormblood, and so this is one of them. Understood, understood, understood. And was that marked new? Oh, this interface is so cool. No, those were the same. Alright, yeah, so Huron Man, these are both meteor. It's just a monk and samurai. I'm assuming the pumpkin indicates that it's new this year. That's my assumption. And this display is really, really wonderful. I've spent too much time here, but oh my gosh, this is nice. Also, yeah, if you are unfamiliar, if you're a mouse and keyboard user, you can right-click the top of a window and scale window to make it more appropriate for whatever works for you. Which may or may not be helpful with this particular interface. That's very cool. One unsavory imp this year instead of a lineup. Many, many locations in here. And that unsavory imp should also be over in the manor. We'll peekaboo at that in a second. Oh, see? Look at this. Fantastic. People are taking pictures. That makes me so happy. And as with past years, you can go directly from Sneaky Hollow over to the Haunted Manor with the NPC Gatekeep. And both spaces also have an exit directly to Gridania, so wherever you want to go is one click away. Oh, hi, Impresario. How are we doing? A warm welcome to you, adventurer. We of the Continental Circus are pleased to present you with a rousing All Saints masquerade you'll not soon forget. And we can still mount in here, yes? Lovely. So,
Right this way, madam.
there do appear to be a few more NPCs stationed around. And this is where our imp is, in the main central room on the ground floor. It will have the exact same options as the other imp, so I will not be speaking with it again. But we can do a quick fly around, check if there's anything extremely new or interesting in here. Probably not, though. Whee!
There is! Hi! Break time's over. Now we make merry! Oh!
Okay. So yeah, just a few sprinklings of new NPCs around with silly little speech bubbles. And they're not specifically named NPCs, but they are members of the circus. That's very fun. Now I really do want to check every room. Oh no. This place has so many rooms. Being able to mount, though, that's really fun. I know it was like required for the actual quest because the reward was a mount and you had to run around on it, but
Look at me go!
Okay, nobody in those rooms. What about the main room? I always love this space because this is set up so that it's like great for a big group picture. Also, one of my favorite little environmental bits is that ghost up there. You just peek it out saying hi. Cute. Looks like no NPCs down here, which, you know what? Fair. It is primarily a photo location. Alright, so we checked that room. We'll peek in each one, just real quick. They put an imp and an ogre in the basement, and now I need to check every room. Shameful. Anybody new in here? No? This is another one of my favorite structures. It's got no collision, so you can just walk inside of it. But if you stand in this doorway, you can get a really cool backdrop and G-pose. It's very nice. Nobody out there. Nope, nope, nope. Alright. That takes care of the basement and first floor. Nope, wait, one more room. Hello? Secrets? No secrets. So we'll poke upstairs real fast. Oh, hey!
Fear not, dear guest, we are but humble mamas.
What a convincing act you played. So these two are from the quest. It's, he's back. Nice. He was not chased away. He's made amends. Lovely. I wonder if that means that the pot and the mucose mummer are around as well. Or if it's just them. It might just be them. No, they're here! Hey, hey, hey! Or one of them.
It doesn't bite, does it?
Wow, just like a real pudding. Poke, poke, poke.
It's awfully squishy. Ugh, please, no poking. I'm not joking. Gah, no touching.
And then where is our little pot friend hiding out then? You can't give us 2 of 3. It's gotta be all of them. Are you over here in the final room? The last room? Oh no! Did I miss it? Alright, stand by. Yes, I did miss it.
Give me some candy.
No. I'm not on the appropriate mount, but I can give you some magic. Teehee. That should be everything for this event, aside from, of course, going and spending time of your own in either of these extremely delightful decorated spaces. Put on a spooky glamour and get your G-pose on. Do it alone, do it with friends. Maybe join in a community event. There are quite a lot this time of year, from player haunted houses to screenshot and glamour competitions. Have yourself a very merry and spooky All Saints Wake. But that's a wrap for now, so good evening, Cena streamers. Till next time.